So Romaine, 8 unbeaten in all competitions. How are the boys heading into the weekend's game against Blackburn?
Confident. Like I said, we've been on a turn for the better. We've worked hard. Thomas had belief in us. We've had belief in ourselves, and we're getting results to show it now.
I mean, you talk about belief and hard work. Obviously, that started before this unbeaten run started. How frustrating was it when things weren't quite going right?
It was frustrating because the results weren't there, but we had to keep doing it. Only we could change it. Nobody's going to do us any favours. Nobody's going to roll over for us. So we had to make sure we keep believing, and now hopefully long may it continue.
And how pleased as well are you as a group for Thomas as well?
Yeah, massively. I think he deserves it more than any of us. He took a difficult job after the old gaffer left, and he had a lot of pressure on him. First job in England and whatnot. He didn't start the greatest for him down to our performances, but he kept believing us. He made a few tweaks which helped us, and now we're all working together.
And as the captain now, how's your relationship been with Thomas? How much have you been bouncing off each other ideas and feeding off each other?
Massively. We have a lot of conversations every day, and we've had talks at strange times. After Hull away, we were here for I think an hour after the bus came back. I didn't leave training ground until 12 p.m. just out of care. That's the kind of manager Thomas is, and obviously with me being the captain, we have ideas that we share and try and translate to the rest of the group, and the rest of the group are on board, so it's good.
Is the captaincy a role you feel you're growing into more?
Yeah, massively. At first it was not sceptical because I felt like I had a voice and an opinion in the dressing room with a bit of respect, but now it's grown throughout, and I think it's made my performances step up and notch. Now I've got more responsibility.
And I was just going to go on to that. It's 3 assists in your last 2 games, so do you feel on the pitch you're firing as well?
Yeah, I need to score just one, especially now Rico and Campo are scoring. I get a bit of banter about it, but as long as we're doing it for the team and I'm doing it for the team, I'll go on the whole season without scoring if I need to.
And I'd say that you touched on the Rico and the camo goals, but the celebrations of those do sort of give you a little insight into just how tight this group is.
Yeah, especially Rico's one. There's pictures of it everywhere you see. Slade is a big fan. It's in the physio room. I think that one, for what Rico's gone through and then how everyone was happy for him, I think, like you said, it shows how tight we are, and that's just an example of it.
Do you feel that the switching formation is helping to bring some more out of you as well?
Yeah, massively. I think it's made us solid as a team. We're harder to beat, we concede less chances. I think all the numbers are there off the pitch for us to look at. That shows that the formation has done us well. For me personally, I enjoy it.
You expect a tough test on Saturday. Blackburn come in good form themselves.
Yeah, and I think we owe them one as well. I think they're a good side, good manager. They've got a mixture of playing long ball physical as well as playing football, so it's not a stamp that we know what their playing style will be. I think they'll respect us, especially at home, and we've got to make sure we accept that respect, but we've got to show why we're respected, and I think it's just another chance to go and put some points on the board.
Thomas spoke after the Stoke game, saying it was almost the perfect performance. Do you feel this team is starting to get back to the real ways it has you've been used to?
Yeah, I feel we've not said it a few times, but we've said, this is the best we've played a few times in a 8-game period, and I think that testament to how we're improving. We've set our standards quite high. I think the Stoke game is probably the marker where it is. Got to get us close to that, and I think we'll be on the better side more times than we're not.
And the form as well is coming back at Griffin Park.
Yeah, I think it's just all momentum. We've got that domino effect from game to game at the moment. I think excluding the so-called magic of the FA Cup, I think everything else has been okay. But it's just keep building on it and believing in it.
And is it still very much a case of just take each game at a time? You're not looking much further down the line about where you might end towards the end of the season?
Yeah, Thomas has mentioned that it's all about the next training session, next game. Anything further than that we can't really have an effect on, and I think everybody's working hard every day going into the game on Saturdays or Tuesdays, wherever it may be. And I think that's how we've got to look at it. If we look too far ahead, that's when we get excited.
And you head into a run now, there's a lot of Saturday, Tuesdays, a real chance to build even more of this momentum you've talked about.
Yeah, everyone's going to be important. Thomas has reiterated that in the dressing room, that there's going to be players chopping and changing, and I think the group that we have, everybody knows that they're going to play a role in the next how many weeks, and I think as long as we've all got the belief and we're pushing each other in training, it'll do us good on a Saturday or Tuesday.
And obviously yesterday saw the end of the transfer window. Just as a player, when you get to the 1st of February, what's January like, just for players generally?
It's exciting. Sky Sports News is on all day, every day. Not for your own self, but just to see who's going where and whatnot. And it's more for me personally, I watch it as a fan rather than a player because it's exciting. But it's nervy, especially with the deadline days we've had in the last few years. But it's good that the business shows got done early. Meps deserved it. Everybody knows he deserves it. So no hard feelings. We've got enough quality in the group to be good without him. But good luck to him.
Is that a positive from this group? You say Meps deserved it, but the players do seem very happy when someone goes and betters himself.
Yeah, I think everybody's dream as a young boy is to play Premier League, and as much as we would love to keep him and he's a part of our group, we've got to understand that he's got personal ambitions. And like I said, same with Nico, he's got personal ambitions and stuff that's sentimental to him and his family. So everybody's happy for them both. And we just got to now concentrate from now to the end of the season on the people that are here.